what compelled you to join, how you found Veterans for Peace, and what you hope to achieve with your work with them. All right.
Yeah, anytime you're ready.
So my name is Michael Turner. I'm 25 years old. In 2007, I was working as a seasonal firefighter, trying to do good for the community, suffering with a common group to do good where others couldn't do it for themselves. And that was kind of the principal idea why I went into the military. The idea that I could use visual communications to bring resolutions to a situation that would otherwise require death on both sides. I eventually, after 4 tours of seeing what was really going on there and how things really operated in the military-industrial complex, I couldn't do it anymore. I went AWOL and came to New York to join the Occupy movement, thinking that they had a similar way of thinking than I did. And that's where I met Veterans for Peace. So in 2012, in the fall, they were some of the people that were my main supporters. They helped me, they got me a platform to speak, and I was able to go public with my situation and tell them why I had gone AWOL and my intentions in that. So now that that's all been cleared up, that I've been punished and it's all over.
What was your punishment?
It was 45 whole days of extra duty. It was like 16-hour days sweeping up, But luckily a lot of the leaders in the Army didn't really want to do it either, so they just kind of let me go.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, it's 7 p.m. I'm tired, you're tired, get out of here. So it was pretty easy. I got off pretty easy.
Community service.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like community service. So I was released May 8th, 2013, my 25th birthday. Uncle Sam even bought me a ticket home. So
they do that in prison too,
Oh yeah? Yeah, they buy you a ticket home? That's good. This last thing that happened, October 7th, 2013, our 12th anniversary of our invasion of Afghanistan, I got arrested again. This time, I actually got arrested. Last time I just tried to get arrested. It didn't really work out. They said, oh, we don't have time for you. We don't have people to take you in. Just get out of here. This time I actually got arrested, but my intent isn't just to take a stand like, hey, look, I'm willing to go to jail for you to hear this, as it was last year. I really hope to change the law. It's a really trivial law that the club park closes at 10 p.m. There's a curfew. And that trumps our right to assemble, our right to free speech, even our right to respect the soldiers who fell for this country. And for such a trivial law to trump all of what makes us American, it's just wrong. And so we have to fight to try and change that, and if that means getting arrested, so be it.
Jury nullification plays a big role as of late. A lot of people have been putting that out there. You got any comments on that? Because a lot of people are kind of weighing heavily like, okay, we're willing to go get arrested, and that a lot of people are saying that proves not a lot. It doesn't hold a lot of weight for the end game. Yeah. As far as jury nullification goes, and people are saying this shit's wrong, and we're not going to indict people on this, and we're not going to send them to prison for stuff like that. I mean, right. How big of a role do you think that plays now? Because that's really on the forefront.
The law system is inhuman. It sees people as a process, as a number. The importance of a jury is that you can bring a human element to your case, whereas a judge might see you as, you broke the law is here, you broke the law, you're guilty. Whereas a human can say, maybe it's the law that's wrong,
sure.
Which it is.
The gray area.
We're not
Absolutely.
criminals. We didn't steal anything, we didn't take anyone from anyone, we didn't hurt anyone. We're not criminals.
No crime.
We've done no crime. It's the law that's wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends who don't get it, but I have a lot of people since that video came out. I walked into my deli and there's a kid there, he's like 22, and he's like, my friends know what you guys did the other night. That's fucking awesome.
Right.
I just hope more people see the ridiculousness of it. I made the mistake of reading some of the comments of idiots who, don't get it at all.
It's just, you can say miseducated or differently opinionated. There's a lot of cultural things that go into what we're doing, and people don't understand. Some people won't understand, and just like everything else, I have to try and approach that with a non-judgment and a grace that says maybe they're just on the road to understanding
Yeah.
like I was at one time.
Sure.
Exactly.
I mean, 4 tours. That's a lot of work that I did for the U.S. government, trying to appropriate U.S. government ideals. Trust the government was a big one that I, appropriated. So there's definitely people on the different parts of their journey, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad people just because they're wrong at that time.
Did you have family that were in the military?
My grandfather was in World War II, but that wasn't a huge part of my decision-making process. Like my family was a huge shock to them. It was a huge shock even to me, the idea that I would join the military. I've always been a very peaceful person.
What was the initial reason then?
It was like an extension of community service. Like from firefighting, it was the idea that with people that are strong enough to do what other people can't do for themselves.
You went into win hearts and minds, and then you realized we're not here to win hearts.
We're not here to win hearts and minds.
Right.
We're here for money. We're here because
Yeah.
of the $600 billion that goes into making a war happen, and those few people that profit from it. And if we could take even a fraction of that money, we could feed every homeless person and make 10 students to a teacher, each with their own iMac, and everything in our country could be about for building up the people. But politicians aren't in it for people, they're in it for money. And as long as it takes millions of dollars to be a politician, politicians can only represent the interest of millionaires.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
I hear you. I've been to a few Occupy things in the city, and I hear you. It's I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's crazy times. But I'd rather be out there doing something than just not doing anything, right?
And everybody's got their own outlet too, I think like finally we've got enough people that have their fingers in so many different things that it's starting to make it worth it, and it's starting to become like, oh, well, my thing was Veterans for Peace, or my thing was GMOs, but now I've been opened up through this community to a lot of other different causes that, for the people with the time can start to, get into as well. You know?
I've had to narrow it down.
Sure.
At first I was just like,
Everything,
it was too
anything.
much,
Yeah.
And even today, somebody was like, why aren't you guys... He's an activist friend of mine from Florida.
Aren't you guys in the march against Monsanto?
And I'm like, he's like, you know what? We don't buy Monsanto shit. There's our protest.
Yeah, every dollar you spend is a vote for the product that you endorse.
Right. I'm a big vote with your dollars.
Vote
type
with
of
your
guy,
dollar, That's the best kind of civil
Yeah.
disobedience you can do, is just not support the bullshit.
Right.
Which is hard because obviously it's more
The odds are
convenient.
stacked against
it's
you,
more
yeah.
convenient, and sometimes it's the only thing you can get is slave-made materials and degenerative foods and things that are bad for you. But it was marketed that way. It's meant to be like that. You just do what you can.
Exactly. That's good. Can you transcribe that for me now?